Hello, hello. Are we live? Let's do a little sound trick. Hi, I'm so happy you finally were able to make it. After 4 weeks of missing this, figured out how to join the chat. Hallelujah. I'm happy that you're able to be here. I don't really know what happens, but I think you have to click on a live chat button in order to chat. I'm not sure. Hello from Northern California. Thanks for sending the butterfly. I get so excited when everyone sends in their little butterflies when they enter the chat. It's like a little wave of good energy, you know? I need to get my music. In case anyone's curious, I always have to use copyright-free music or else you're not gonna be able to watch the live back. So that's why I never have like normal music playing because I feel like I see other people's lives and they're like jamming to other music on like TikTok or Instagram or something. But I just can't do that here or else you get copyrighted on YouTube. I'm also working on improving the stream quality, stream environment. My brother's been helping me do so. Will tell me like what he does because my brother live streams and his look mint. So I have to play around with this like certain software. I should be able to get the music to play like through the live, so it's in the live rather than like me playing music here. Hello from Canada. Hello, hello. Hi, Georgia. Thanks for coming by. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm realizing I also forgot to put my rings back on after the gym. I took them off today because I did upper body. And I never put them back on. Oh, I also want to paint my nails, I think, during this live stream. Because I'm going home this weekend. I'm going back to New York for my grandpa's 90th birthday. So I feel like now's the time to paint my nails. Hey, thanks for coming. The real member of the Lift Fit League, Plague Folk. What did you get up to today? Today. Woke up. What else did we... Okay, I played Uno with my boyfriend today. We've been playing that a ton. I went to the gym. I've been filming because I've been having my boyfriend film for me, so I don't need a tripod. So again, technically I'm allowed to film, just she doesn't love the tripod. So he filmed for me today, which was super helpful. Came back, had to look at photos that I took this past weekend, edit them, upload those for a brand deal. And then I went for a walk, FaceTime my grandpa because it's his 90th birthday today, actually. And then I did emails also while I walked. I got back to some different like business emails and such. And then now I'm here. So that's pretty much all I did today. Hi, Kara. Hey, Sydney. I missed the gym videos. Yeah, I didn't realize how long it's been since I like have been posting workout content. But yeah, that's because of all the gym drama. So, but she hasn't answered me in like 10 days at this point, and so I'm just like, if she's not going to take it seriously, then like what the heck am I supposed to do with that? So, like I said, I've been having my boyfriend film me. I am filming a week of workouts. I'm 3 days in, so I only have to get through 2 more workouts of being able to film them. I also filmed on Sunday because I went at a time where there was like really like no one there. It was like a Sunday, like mid-morning. I was surprised no one was there. So I was able to sneak a video in there and I posted that. So yeah, but literally there was like no one even in the background of the video anyway. So I was like, okay, this is going to work out. So I must say it's like turned into the gym drama though. I'm not going to lie. Like this past week, I've had multiple people come up to me and talk to me about it. And I'm like, I didn't even know this many people like knew about what was going on, but it's because I'm the only one that freaking films in there. So they're like, no, it's about me. Cameraman Letty, of course. Letty has been an all-star these days. Hi, Liv, did you find a new gym? Miss your workouts. Guys, has it really been that long? I need to go look at my freaking channel right now. I know it's been a while, but I guess it still doesn't feel like it's been like that insanely long. Yeah, see, I guess I haven't. Okay, so I haven't in a month. You guys are right. I haven't since that Shy Girl leg day. Yeah, I haven't got a new gym yet, but I was just saying how I've been filming a little bit more because my boyfriend's been filming me and I've been going at less busy times. Hey, Peyton. Honestly, just do it, film in the gym. Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry anyone who's watching who thinks I'm, like, inconsiderate. I gotta do what needs to be done. Have you ever done a spin class? Yes, I have actually. My friend Anna's obsessed with spin, or she like went through a period where she was really obsessed with spin. And I actually do really like spinning. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. I love like the intensity of it. I like that it's like upbeat, especially spin classes. Um, and I used to, for a form of cardio in college, I actually used to do the stationary bike a lot. So I do like to bike. My dad's also a big cycler. Home gym time. Yeah, I also got that comment on one of my videos. I was like, it's time to build a home gym. I'm like, where do y'all think I have these funds right now, slash the resources? One day though, I would love to do that. That's like definitely the goal. I'm gonna set up a. I also can't decide if I should be going live on Instagram or TikTok via my phone because I like doing two at once. But I'm like, I've never gone live on Instagram before. I don't know why that seems more like intimidating to me. You live in Utah, right? The scenery outside always looks so beautiful in their videos. Yes, I do live in Utah. It's so stunning. It really is so pretty. Utah's a sleeper state. I know I talk shit on Utah, but it really is super pretty. The weather's insane. It's like always, not always, but like the Windex blue skies that we get here are just unbeatable, I must say. What do you use to edit your YouTube videos? I use Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro on my computer for like anything. If anything that I'm filming not on my phone, I record it and I edit it, excuse me, through Adobe Premiere Pro. And I even record my podcast through Adobe Premiere Pro. Have you ever tried CrossFit? If a CrossFit video would be fun. Yeah, I actually haven't ever tried. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think if I did like I think I might have tried like a CrossFit-esque class, I think when I was in Hawaii, because I remember making a video of trying workout classes for a week. And I tried different workout classes at my gym at the time in Hawaii. But I not like legit CrossFit. If anything, it was like CrossFit-esque, but I haven't gone to like a CrossFit gym. That would be a fun video. Love the Joe podcast. Thank you. I'm glad you listened to it. I'm glad you liked it. He was just dropping bombs on me. I was like, I was not ready to get this deep. I wasn't ready to hear these answers. Like I was just a smush ball. And like I literally didn't even know what to say back to him because his answers were so sentimental to me. I was like, that was so sweet. I was not ready for that. She'd have just dropped that on me. Okay, I'm gonna set up TikTok live. Because why the fuck not? I like how it saves your title from last time. Also, guys, let me know if I mute the mic again. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I forgot I was gonna change. I was gonna change out of my sweatshirt because I'm wearing my merch again. I promise I washed it. I just took it from the wash right before I put it on today. But I was gonna change because I wore this last live. Oh well. No one notices except for me. Favorite song right now, Georgia. Good question. Good question. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've been listening to the same 4 songs. Does anyone else do that? Like, I get hyper. I don't know. Like, I'll go through phases where I'm either hyper fixated on certain songs, or like, and I'll listen to the same ones, or I just kind of have no songs. I don't even know what I've been listening to right now. I don't really have any new songs. My latest obsession was what's the new song by Miley Cyrus about being young? When we were young. What is the song by Miley Cyrus? But that's the song that I was like obsessed with. I think it's called "Used to Be Young" by Miley Cyrus. Do you have any tips on developing discipline? I've got ADHD, so habits aren't really a thing for me. I have like no discipline when it comes to schoolwork, and it's throwing off my sleep and gym schedule. You know how they say discipline is a muscle? It's just something you kind of got to work. I feel like I don't have any other tangible advice for discipline other than like you just got to get it done. And I know that's not always helpful, but just like, I think having the choice of things when you're not already kind of a disciplined person, having the choice to either do something or not do it, you're kind of always just going to not do it. I guess if that makes sense. So like for me, what really helps me is like not giving myself a choice, like being like, this is what you have to do. No ifs, ands, or buts. And like not letting my mind wander and like let my mind negotiate with myself, because I feel like that's when we fall off track, is when we're like, I could do, my schoolwork. I could get up tomorrow and do it before class and whatever. I could go to the gym tomorrow. I don't really need it. Like that's you negotiating. Like if you just set a standard or a goal or just like a routine that like I'm going to the gym at 10 o'clock today, and you just don't give like you can't, any negotiation with your mind is not valid. Like you said, you're going to the gym at 10, you just have to take emotion out of it and get yourself to the gym. Like that's really what helps me the most, to be honest. Excited for soon to come vacation content too. I vacation through your trip videos. Oh, yay. Yeah, guys, I'm actually going to this weekend. I'm going back home to New York to surprise my grandpa because he's having his 90th birthday party this weekend. And then in a few weeks after that, then I'm going to Europe with my boyfriend, which I'm really excited about. I 100% listen to the same few songs over and over. Yeah, I'm like so that person. I don't really know why. I listen to the same playlist for months, then I change it. Did a HIIT workout today after I taught my classes with another instructor. We did it outside. It was brutal. You can try that with one of your videos. I would definitely join you. With another outdoor workouts are definitely always a vibe. That would be very fun. I've been listening to the same album for a month. What have you been listening to, Sydney? How do you know a brand that wants to work together aligns with you? What do you look for in brands when you work with Georgia? These are great questions. How do you know a brand that wants to work together aligns with you? I really will look at, obviously, first, like whatever the product is about. It depends on what it is. You know what I mean? Like I just did a brand deal for shoes. And so I looked at like what their morals are and like what's their kind of mission statement as a company, I guess, if you will. So like Vivaya was all about sustainable footwear and like step into conscious comfort was their mission statement essentially, and their slogan. And like they were all about sustainability. And so that was something that like I really believed in. Tried out their shoes, saw how comfortable they were, like saw the quality firsthand. I thought their shoes were super cute. And so like that was my criteria of what I went with for wanting to work with them. Something like a food product, like the Earth Echo that I worked with. They had a cacao powder. For something like that, I'm really looking at mainly ingredients. And so like theirs were super clean, super organic, like great ingredients, all non-GMO, really great superfood ingredients in there. And so that was something that I felt was the morale was there, and that was something that I wanted to stand behind. And then also just if I feel like it fits well in my content, you know what I mean? Like food fits into my content, fashion. I'm not necessarily like a fashion blogger, but like I wear clothes. I like to share my outfits and stuff like that. So even like travel things like suitcase companies and stuff like that, like I still like to post travel content. So anything that I personally have an interest in, I feel like it aligns with me and I like to work in with it. But the biggest thing I look for is just honestly overall quality and morale of the company. Yes, you've said that before, and I forgot the don't negotiate with your mind thing. I love that because it's literally my problem. Yeah, and dude, don't get me wrong. Like, I go through that too, like all the time. So I don't want you to feel like it's a you problem. Like, I think that's so common, and I think that is the hardest part. But I feel like at least for me, it gets to a point where I just get so like I almost get sick of my own bullshit, because then it's like I realize I'm the only one holding myself back. Like to be frank, like you're the only one holding yourself back by not being disciplined and like holding yourself accountable. You know what I mean? And so when I like realize that, sometimes I'm like, ugh, like I'm really basically going to be the one to shoot myself in the foot and like not get to where I want to be in life just because I'm the only one to blame. Like I hate that. Like I always like doing whatever I can that's in my control to get me as forward as possible, I guess, if you will. So that mindset always gets me a little bit more juiced up to be more disciplined. But it's honestly like something, it's like a practice, and also momentum is everything, you guys. I remember in like 2020, I think, from the Mindset Mentor, he said, his name's Rob Dial, and he just essentially was like, action creates more inaction. And I was like, it's just so accurate. Like if you think you're going to have this big productive day and you start your morning like laying in bed for 2 hours, or like you sit on your couch for however long, like it's so hard to get to the gym when you've been laying on the couch for however long. You know what I mean? So I always think of that, like inaction creates more inaction, action creates more action. So if you can do what you can to keep up your momentum throughout the day, like it's so much easier to just stay forward focused and like doing things that's self-serving and productive for you. I live in New York. Ooh, do you live in upstate or like New York City? What country in Europe? So we're gonna go to Amsterdam, mainly Germany, and then we might go to Salzburg, Austria. I have like a whole little itinerary written on paper, but we're going for like I think it's 10 days and 9 nights. I'm literally so excited because I feel like I've traveled like quite a bit this year, but it doesn't feel like vacation, if that makes sense, because I don't know, like I guess when I went to Arizona, that felt like vacation. But let me explain. Like when we went to Arizona, that felt like we were like visiting people, like as we were staying with people that my boyfriend knew, and it was just kind of like a weekend thing. Then I went to Hawaii, and that was really to like visit Rachel. And then when I went to Costa Rica, that was like kind of for work, but also like I was like living there. So this is like my first like vacation. I feel like we're gonna be staying in like hotels. I don't know if we're gonna be. We don't even know what our accommodation is yet, but like if we'll stay in like a hostel or something, but like it's gonna feel more of like a vacation, if that makes sense. And so I'm excited. I majorly upped my daily steps by a lot and started losing weight again. But any certain ways to lose excess stomach, hip slash side chub? Daily steps do so much, y'all, to help with your um fat loss goals. But in terms of like, you can't spot reduce fat, unfortunately. So you can't choose where you're losing body fat from, like your stomach, your hip, and your sides, like you're saying. So that's really going to come down to genetics, in the sense of it's going to come down to, I guess, how the order of where you lose fat, if that makes sense. Like some people, the first place that they lose fat, for me, the first place I lean out is usually my legs. My legs don't hold on a lot of body fat, but like the last place I tend to lose fat is kind of like in my back, my arms, that sort of thing. So that kind of just going to come down to your genetics, unfortunately. So do what you can to continue to lower your body fat percentage, but you can't necessarily choose where it's going to be coming from. Beyonce Renaissance is addicting. Sorry. I'm so happy I finally made it to the live. Can't stay, but I will be in and out of the live. Okay, no worries. Thanks for coming by. What are your biggest tips for micro influencers? I think the biggest thing that helped me, like aside from the consistency and all this stuff and showing up for your audience and replying to comments and, you know, showing your face on stories, like all that stuff is so, so important. I think a few big things that are coming to mind. One, you have to speak your truth and like be polarizing. Like I think some people are too scared to say how they really feel, you know, share their real opinion, which it doesn't even necessarily need to be about that. I'm not saying you need to be posting controversial stuff all the time, but like share what you think. You know what I mean? Like share what makes you you. Share things that are individual to your routine, like things that are something that people can get invested in, not only provide value, but like something that's so unique to you. You know what I mean? Like how many people are posting, I don't know, like recipe videos. It's like, how can you make that recipe video unique and something that's unique to you? That's the first thing. So like be polarizing in the sense of like be brutally authentic yourself and like put yourself in your videos. And that's like a way to basically portray your personal brand. And then the other thing I would say that helped me the most was honestly freaking just embodiment. And I know this sounds odd, but you guys know I'm into my like spiritual and mindset work. Like I feel like if you always think that you don't have what it takes, or you're like waiting for the numbers or your followers to validate that you're an influencer or however you want to identify, it's never going to actually come. Like you need to step into your power and embody what it feels like to be an influencer first, and then everything else is going to follow, if that makes sense. So it's like that's why my affirmations are so powerful. It's like you need to act, live, breathe, think, do as you think an influencer would, and that's what's going to inevitably cause kind of that outcome that you're looking for. If you are looking to become a full-time influencer or whatever, grow your audience, like it comes first from you embodying and feeling like you truly have value to give. It comes from the inside first, and then the other people will feel that. I'm planning on a trip to Europe next summer, but don't want to go to the super touristy places. Any recommendations? Ooh, super fun. Do you have any like countries in mind, or is that what you're asking? I personally have only been to Spain, Switzerland, which was beautiful, in France. I would recommend Switzerland to anyone. And I don't feel like that's super touristy. Like I would think France is more touristy. So yeah, I would recommend Switzerland. I haven't been to Portugal yet, but I really want to go. And for some reason, I feel like that's an underrated country. I don't know how popular it is, but I might spell this wrong, but the last book I read talked about the Tao. Do you practice or recommend? Can you remind me? I read a book about the Tao, and now I can't even remember what it is. Can you explain what that means again? Yes, bro. I was sick of my bullshit when I had to pull an all nighter last night because I just didn't do schoolwork during the day. Yeah, like why? I know I'm gonna have to do it eventually. I know what you mean, especially like in school. And then I know it's one of those things where you get pissed at yourself and like, I'm never gonna do this again. And then you like end up doing it again a few days later. So I think another thing that may help you is to like, this is another thing I heard in a podcast is to think of the pain point. I think this is going to work better for different people. I personally don't feel like it works really well for me, but for certain people, this may click for you. Like, think of the pain point, think of the consequence if you don't follow through. So maybe what may help you is thinking like, if I don't do this and I have to pull another all nighter, like think about how upset and tired I'm going to be and whatever. And that also can motivate you to actually get it done before it gets to that point. Sounds beautiful. Y'all are going to love it. Thank you. I'm honestly so excited. My boyfriend's German. So I'm excited that he's going to be able to go to where he came from. Not literally where he's not like from, he wasn't born in Germany, but his heritage. Upstate ish, Hudson Valley area. Okay, yeah. I'm in like Syracuse ish area. Still a bit away from there, but like that central. I'm so proud of how far you've come on YouTube. I started watching when you started. You were so nervous. That's so cute. And now you're pro. Thank you so much. I cried when you cried. I laughed when you laughed. I am so proud of you. That is so nice of you. I appreciate that so much. That makes me want to cry. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here from day one. I feel like I definitely have gone through so many phases in YouTube. I honestly feel like me just being transparent right now, I feel like I've been struggling lately because it's really hard mentally. This is going to be a very first world problem, but like it's hard mentally when you go through like really big growth spurts on social media and you have all this like great feedback. And then if that's not always like consistent, it's sometimes hard to not feel like you're failing or like going backwards, I guess, in your like career or in life. But I just have been trying to affirm to myself that like phases are okay, phases are necessary, growth is not linear. Because I feel like that's another thing. Like people always think that like your business is just going to keep going up every single year and whatever. Like it's this like perfect trajectory. And when it's like not always the case all the time. And so I just have also been reminding myself like I always have the opportunity to expand when I want. Like I'm not stuck in this position. I also wasn't stuck, in the position I was in a year ago either. So I don't know. Just being honest, that's been something I've been like thinking about. I need to put my phone on the charger. That was weird. As soon as I plugged my phone in, an ad came. Okay. Hi, Liv. I'm sick and will only be able to pop in today, but I'm so happy to join you for another live. Thank you. I hope you feel better. Also, do you change your routine when you were sick or do you just try to keep the routine? I do not try to keep my routine. Rest up, dude. I'm someone who hydrates a ton. I will not go hard in the gym because I find that only makes things worse. If anything, I'll go for like walks, fresh air, and sunshine. Please do not underestimate them for healing. Get outside when you can, even if it's just sitting outside in the sun helps so much. Like I said, hydration, adding minerals into your water, drinking electrolytes. Antioxidants are also huge. I'll go like crazy on berries and fruits and just trying to get like nutrients into my body. It feels like helps me, but I really hope you feel better soon. And thank you for still taking the time to come in and say hi. That's really sweet of you. Jordan, hello, sister. Thanks for coming. I love your little hug emoji. Be brutally authentic. Love that. Portugal is 10 out of 10. Yeah, I've been wanting to go there so badly, and I really want to do a surf camp there. We were gonna actually do that instead of going to Germany, but then I was like, it's gonna be cold there. The water's gonna be cold, and we're gonna be surfing in wetsuits. Especially non-big cities, it's so chill. I was going to suggest Portugal. Lisbon is one of my fave cities ever. Something about it just seems like it'd be a vibe. Guys, I'm feeling good because I haven't muted the mic yet. Dude, yes, please go to Portugal, specifically Madeira. Yes. Oh, I want to go there so bad too. By far my most favorite place to go in Europe. I want to go there so badly, especially if you love hiking / outdoor activities. Beautiful, beautiful country. I need to go there. That literally just solidified my need to go. I know I would love it there. Also, have you guys heard of there's an app called Ben, like BEEN, like where have you been? And you can like log all the countries you've been. Do you get the name now? And it's like you can log where you visited, where you've lived, and then like your wish list of countries you want to go to. And it's kind of just like a fun little app. I saw it on TikTok, and then like it shows you like a map of the world, and like it will turn like yellow for the places you've been and stuff. So it's really cool. Like if you're a big traveler and you want to like log, you know, where you've been in your travels, it's called Ben, and it's a free app. BEEN. Hi, Liv. Do you have any podcast recommendations? This was asked last live, and I totally blanked. I don't know why I can never remember the podcast that I listened to without going on my phone, but my phone's on TikTok live right now, so I can't look. But Manifestation Babe, you guys, I've been listening to her podcast like a crazy woman. Like anytime I'm listening to anything, it's Manifestation Babe because I like her older episodes because I feel like her recent ones, I haven't even like tried to listen to them because they seem like they're like little excerpts from her it's called her Manifestation Babe Academy. She's basically like an online coach. So I don't really listen to her new ones, but she has so many great like old episodes that are just all about like just embodiment. I feel like they help me with like, you guys know I'm big into energetics. So I feel like they help me with aligning my energy to the things that I want in life and just manifesting the life of my dreams essentially. So I've been listening to her a ton. Mindset Mentor was a huge one that I listened to from like 2020 to like 2022 all the time. If you need like tangible, honestly, Plague Folk, that would be a great podcast for you to listen to. Mindset Mentor. It's very like tangible action steps to be like more productive, a more valuable human, like increase your value, just how to become better and like streamline your life essentially. So that's a good one. Mindset Mentor. What else? Danny Morell, I think it's called the Highest Self podcast. I haven't really listened to a ton of his podcast episodes, but I listened to him on Instagram and I personally really like his teachings. Again, it's more of in the spiritual lane. Again, Danny Morell, Morel. I'm trying to think of what else is coming to my mind. Live Fit Listens podcast. But I literally can't think of anything else. And I literally just looked today to be able to tell you. But yeah. Switzerland is definitely top of my list. Portugal sounds fun. Switzerland was so stunning. So stunning. Also when we go to Germany, we're going to go to like southern Germany, and I want to go there so badly because it reminds me of Switzerland. It seems like rolling hills and like mountains and stuff, and so I'm so excited. So I want to like road trip from Munich to Salzburg, Austria is my like adventure itinerary that I want to do because I think that would be a vibe. Yeah, I'm so excited. I kind of feel annoying because I bring it up to my boyfriend every like 2 business days. I'm like, I guess so. We're going to be in Europe in a month. And I'm really excited because I'm just get to hang out for 10 days straight. Hey, Pear Cheese. Pear Cheese. Thank you. Head to toe self-love. Pear Cheese is an icon. People, favorite food. Guys, what's everyone's favorite food? We need to answer Pear Cheese. My favorite food. I'm going to be that annoying person that lists off 5 things for their one favorite food. No, if I had to pick one, I would have to say tacos. I've always loved tacos. That's been my answer literally since 2012. And I'm not kidding. But also I love like pasta and sauce and meatballs. Are you kidding me? You do that every day at my mom's on Sunday. Angelic. pizza, angelic, but I feel like that's an easy one. I'm gonna specify carne asada tacos. That's my current favorite fix. Yeah, the water in Portugal is freezing. Wait, really? That's what yeah. Especially in like this time of year. Anything with noodles, yeah, that would be bomb too. Would you consider yourself a wellness girly? I would say yes, more so. But I also, in case you can't tell by now, guys, I have like 15,000 different personalities, I feel like. So a part of me is definitely wellness. Overall, though, I would say I identify as a wellness girly. But like I still very much so have my gym bro sides. Like I'm taking supplements, like, I still like my protein bars. So I feel like I have two sides. It's about balance. But overall, I'm mainly more so wellness, I would say. Hey, Gabriella. The app is Ben. I'm just donating for later. Don't mind me. Okay, good. Yeah. It's fun and it's free. Luke, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming by. Writes down notes. Lived in Germany for a few years, traveled throughout Europe. My favorite was France. My second language is French. Well, that's cool. But I do like Spain. We stayed there only for a weekend. Wait, would you recommend anything in Germany? Please let our sister know. Like literally anything and anything. Any places to eat, any specific areas that you loved. Because I wasn't really super familiar with Germany, but I was like, yeah, I'll go to Germany. So, but any like recommendations that you have, I would love that. I do want to visit more places in France too. Like so many places of France seem beautiful. I only went for a weekend and I went to Paris. The food was so good in France. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I wasn't expecting I feel like from France, I heard that the people were going to be mean and like that was it. Like, I feel like every person we talked to was so kind and the food, like, I feel like it was the best food I had in all of Europe the whole 2 months I was in Europe. Like, I wasn't expecting the food to be that good in France. Yes, Live Fit listens is every Monday. Skirt. Appreciate you, sister. Favorite way to start my week. Love that. I'm sorry. I wish I had more podcast recommendations, but Manifestation Babe, Mindset Mentor, and then The Highest Self with Danny Morrell is what's coming to mind. And I don't really listen to like conversational podcasts, if I'm being honest, but I think it makes sense because my podcast isn't conversational. I like very like straightforward. I like it to feel like I'm listening to a TED Talk, essentially. Um, Sometimes I'll listen to Raw Talk actually with Bradley Martin, but that's like on like YouTube. I never listen. That's what I mean. I never actually will listen to a conversational podcast. I always like watch them on YouTube because at that point it's like just entertainment. When can I get the merch? Okay, you guys, I'm either going to be launching it Friday or Saturday. TBD, because I still am trying to figure out logistics. But it's either going to be launching this Friday or Saturday, tentatively. But I'm pretty sure. What else was I going to say? Yeah, that's when pre-order will open. I've been loving Vance blueberry waffles with butter and honey. Ooh, that sounds so good. And a side of honeydew. Yum. I'm not a big fan of honeydew, but the blueberry waffles with butter and honey, how could that not be good? Guys, I'm kind of in my baking era. I baked some cupcakes yesterday and it was so fun. I kind of really like baking. I want to be a good baker. I feel like for like when I'm a mom, like I want to be able to whip up some dank after school snacks for my kids, like, cause I have a memory growing up, my neighbors, which if you guys have heard me mention Anna, the name Anna, she's like a really good friend from home from when we were like babies. And so she grew up across the street from me. And so yeah, we've been friends forever. Side note. Anyways, her mom would always have like in the fall, I just have such distinct memories of her having like pumpkin bread ready for us like after school. And it was like the best thing ever in the house, would smell good. And I was like, something so small like that is so like cozy and home and I love it. Pear cheese, I've been craving a loaded baked potato. I usually do crave starchier things when sick, so it checks out. Nice. I feel like I want like soups when I'm sick. Guys, is this a hot take? I don't really care for like baked potatoes. I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just like, I would never go for a baked potato. I don't know why. They just are not my thing. Blueberries and mangoes, bomb. Guys, wanna know what's been so good fruit lately? Pears. Underrated. For real. Oh my gosh. They're so good right now. I'm reading the 4 agreements and loving it. Did you read the 5th agreement? I'm deciding between the next or something else. Any ideas? I did read both, and I'm gonna be honest, because I have all my books in my like bookcase in my closet, and I literally like I've asked myself 4 times, like, what was the 5th agreement about? So clearly it wasn't that impactful for me, but the 4 agreements is like my Bible. That's like what started everything. But actually, no, I do remember the 5th agreement. I would actually recommend the 5th agreement because I do remember my biggest takeaway is that in the book it says that every mind is a world. And that like put so much into perspective for me for some reason. Like it just made me real like to that day I think of it so much and I really feel like that's that one viewpoint is like the very thing why I don't take so many things personally anymore because I'm like no wonder someone thinks that like that's their own world, that's their own perspective. And it just like made me almost segregate things in life in a good way where I'm like, I don't know even know how to explain it. But it really allowed me to not take on people's opinions so much or like worrying about what people are thinking about what I'm doing. Cause I'm like, oh, it's my own world. This is just my business. They're living their own world. It's nothing like to take personally. I'm a character in their own world and they're a character in mine. But like I'm a main character in my own setup, you know? So honestly, I would recommend to read the 5th agreement. And I think it still goes over the 4 agreements though. So I feel like you would be able to read it quickly because you just could kind of go through the other things quicker, you know? My favorite food is, I don't know, maybe cupcakes. Pear cheese, that's a dessert. If we're going that way, then I would either say donuts or ice cream, but I think I would have to pick ice cream over everything. I went to Belgium this summer and loved it. Ooh, Bruges, is that how you say it? Was absolutely beautiful. And the vibes were good in Brussels. Sad I didn't make it to Antwerp. I have also heard good things about Belgium. I think also someone told my boyfriend when he said that we were going to Europe, they recommended Belgium. I don't know a ton. I've never done like my own personal research on Belgium, but that's good to know. The merch will be whatever Comfort Colors has in there. Like I'm not how do I explain this? I'm using Comfort Colors, which is already like a standardized brand. So it's whatever their sizing range is. I'm pretty sure it goes from an extra small up to like a double or triple XL though. I've already set money aside for the merch. Not gonna lie, I'm a little excited. You can let me know. You can let me know. You don't need to try to hide it. I'm so excited too. Also, I got the photos back from the photographer that I ran into that day. So God bless her. Super kind of her. She sent me like 93 photos. So that's exciting. So that's what I'm saying. I have everything ready to go. The only thing I have left to figure out for the merch is figuring out like the shipping prices and how I'm going to be organizing that because it's definitely different everywhere. And I also need to figure out like shipping internationally. And I also need to figure out should every shipping have tracking with it? You know what I mean? So I'm a little stressed about that a little bit. That's the thing. It's like I'm going in blind with all this stuff. Like I've never done like physical products like this. So we shall see. We shall see. Like the stickers are something easy. That's why I wanted to start with those. Do you have a good cupcake or muffin recipe that I can enjoy while still losing weight? I unfortunately do not, but Pinterest is the should be your girl for that. Just look up like healthier homemade cupcake recipes or muffin recipes and I'm sure you can get a healthy muffin out of like oatmeal banana. It's literally going to be like oatmeal banana, maple syrup, baking soda, like and milk probably is what it's going to be. But I just made good old cupcakes the other day. I'm gonna be honest because I had a gluten-free box of uh cake mix. Not the baked potato slander. I kind of am doing baked potato slander. I don't know why. I just don't like if someone ever offered me a baked potato, every time I'm saying no. Like I just am not a fan. I usually my experience is always like kind of dry, and then if anything, you gotta like drown it in butter. I don't know. It's just not my vibe. I'm sorry, guys, for the slander. I'm being polarizing and sharing my truth. No, but for real, I love potatoes in every form except for baked and mashed. That's the other thing. Mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving. If you're offering mashed potatoes, I'm gonna pass. Like I don't know why, but the thing is, I like potatoes, but like I'm specific. I like the potato little wedges in ketchup. You know, I like me a French fry, but like something about a mashed potato. I think it's the texture thing. I will eat mashed potatoes though. I'd rather have a mashed potato than a baked potato any day, but I'm not enthused by either option. We We just ate the last pear off our pear tree. Now they're gone. You're so lucky to have a pear tree. That's so fun. Yes, book tour, please. Do you want me to? I have a whole stack of books in my closet right now. Also, I got so many book recommendations on my last YouTube video in the comments, and I'm really excited to pick out a book from there. Because I think I'm going to read nonfiction. Because now's actually the perfect time. I mean, a fiction book, excuse me. Now's the perfect time to bring one with me for like the plane ride to Germany. So, to Europe. I really have never, the only like fiction book that I've read was like The Alchemist. And I read that book in like 2 days and I was like, oh, now I get how people read books so fast. Because I feel like when it's a self-help book, I can only do like 10, 20 pages at a time because it's just like you're consuming a lot, you know? And you have to like think hard. Oh, see, I don't think I'll be there for Oktoberfest though. The food is delicious if you drink warm glue wine. What? It's great with everything. Okay, see, I can't even pronounce any of those places, but I'm going to screenshot those. Okay, thank you so much. I also want to go to the BMW museum in Munich because I'm a big car person. I really want to go to the Porsche museum, but it's 2 hours from Munich, which like maybe we'll make the trek, but we probably won't. Belgium is great. I lived there for a summer. The waffles were alter your life course. Dude, you guys are funny. That's the thing. I want to have like a German chocolate cake. Because are those a real thing? Is that like a big German thing? Or is it just called, some things are called the thing, but they're like don't have any correlation. But if it is, I want a German chocolate cake. And I'm gonna eat so many chocolates in Germany. But a Belgian waffle in Belgium? Come on. I love that kind of stuff. I cannot wait for the merch photos. Merch plus Yellow Streets is going to be a banger. I'm not going to lie. It looks so cool because just the whole, because especially because she had a really nice camera. So the background's pretty blurry. So it just looks like all yellow behind me. And it's really pretty. And I like her editing style too. Another place is Frankfurt. Try everything. They are famous for schnitzel and sausages and sweet ketchup and curry. Now I'm a vegetarian, so can't eat meat anymore. We'll be going back for Christmas. I'm screenshotting that too. Thank you so much. This is like so helpful. This is making me really excited though. I'm also definitely going to go to the Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam. I've been wanting to go to that like ever since I learned it was a thing in like high school. Oh yeah, Kodiak dark chocolate and blueberry muffins are my favorite. I just had to squeeze that in there. They're super filling though. So don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah, those are good. And then also I've had the Kodiak brownies. Those were good. Actually, Kodiak Cakes was founded like in Park City, Utah, which is cool. And they still have an office there. I keep checking for merch and I cannot wait. Yes, either Friday or Saturday is going to be the launch. I really just need to figure out my shipping logistics. I'm honestly so stressed about it because I have like no clue. I'll figure it out though. But yeah. But then I also need to order the mailers to send it out in, but I'm not stressed about that because that will have time to come in when sorry, I just got a notification. I'll have time to order that when I put the sweatshirt order in because again, I'm doing a pre-order. So yeah, I'm happy you guys are excited though. That makes me happy and excited. Kodiak is the brand BTW. Yes. Have you ever watched Gilmore Girls? I never was really into it, to be honest. Where can I watch it? What platform is it on now? I feel like I would like it though. It seems like a comfort show. I really only watched Gossip Girl after the fact, like way after the fact when it was still on Netflix. And I've been wanting to watch that again, but I don't know where to watch it. I'm not one to hype things up, but the waffles in Belgium were genuinely life-changing. Dogs. I might need to take a trip to Belgium for a day just to get me a waffle. Okay, are you guys prepared for this? I would choose a pancake over a waffle. Not saying this is waffle slander. I'm just telling you my preference is. I'm a pancake girly through and through, but I would eat a waffle in Belgium. But if you're looking for a cute romance, you should read Red, White, and Royal Blue. It made me believe in love again. The writing is so good. Screenshotting. Thank you so much, Sydney. That sounds cute. Yeah, I do kinda want me a good love story, 'cause I'm a smush and I like love. I love love. What are your tips for doing things alone as a female? Do you mean safety-wise, Georgia? I would imagine because you specified as a female. Um, I mean, of course, like, staple things to, like, make sure you're safe, like, make sure your phone's on you, you have battery, if you're just be aware of your surroundings, don't be putting your headphones in and staring down at your phone if you're, like, in a sketchy area, etcetera. But I this also might be a hot take, and I've been privileged to live in very safe areas, but I do feel like so many people are unnecessarily scared, I guess. And don't get me wrong, I know bad things happen. I know bad things happen everywhere. They can happen outside your front door. They could happen in another country when you're traveling. Like it can happen anywhere, anytime. But if you were actually to look at the like percentage of it, it's really not as vast as we think it is. And sometimes I just feel like people live in fear from it when we don't always need to. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to go stupid things, put yourself in a back alley or like put yourself in sketchy situations and like not be mindful of it. I'm totally mindful of it. But I also am hopeful enough in the male population, I guess, if you will, that I'm not going to be like kidnapped and whatever, whatever. Of course, it's subjective of where you live and what your current town is like and everything. But I just hate feeling like women, if anything, I feel like it's like us giving our power away to men, like constantly living in fear, think that they're going to like, take over and do whatever, whatever. Like, I personally just don't think we need to live that way all the time, constantly, is all. I guess I feel like we can have more faith in the human race sometimes, I guess, is all. We have a German bakery where I live in Texas. I'm addicted. Y'all, I'm so excited. Like, I want to go to a bakery every single morning and I want to get a pastry. I love, we all know I have a sweet tooth, but like something in the morning, it tastes even better. I don't love, like, then I'm like kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because then it's like I want something sweet after dinner too, but I'm like, I already had like so many desserts today. So I do like to save it for after dinner, but also something about eating it in the morning, it's just more potent. Yeah, I do the Kodiak cinnamon muffins and I put mini chocolate chips on there. Yum. Takes like 2 minutes in the morning. That does sound good. Hey, Allie. Thank you. So ready for merch. I am too. I'm wearing it again. Hee 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 hee. Either Friday or Saturday, it's launching. Or for straight people, romance read icebreaker. Okay. Same pancakes. Yeah, again, I'm a big texture girly. Pancakes are superior pancakes every day. Okay. I have some backup on this one. Yeah, I feel like I'm just a texture person and I never loved like even French toast. I feel like there's got to be people listening that are like, she's just getting worse and worse." My dad always like used to ask sometimes, "Do you want me to make you some French toast this morning?" when I was little, or "Do you want pancakes?" And I just always wanted pancakes. Something about like I know people love the fluffiness of like a French toast or like waffles, but I don't like all that like I just don't. I don't really I would never like squirt whipped cream in my mouth or like just eat a marshmallow. I don't like jello. I don't like even pudding. I don't hate pudding, but like those kind of textures where it's like super airy makes me like no bueno. And I think it carries over to a waffle. Not as heavily with the waffle and French toast, but it's like the energy's kind of there. But I could still eat a waffle and French toast though. I also haven't had them in years. And maybe my opinion's changed. But dream brand collaboration, I'm still holding on to Alpha Lee. I've let it go, but I'm still confident it's coming at some point. That's my dream collaboration is Alpha Elite. I don't really have Nike would be cool. That's been something for I think it would be so cool to do a photo shoot with Nike. I would collapse. um And then also, like, I would love to get into, like, outside of the fitness space, if I could do collabs I remember, like, I think in 2020, Taiga Boats, which I really like to wake surf at home in New York. I love water sports. I love boating. And in 2020, Taiga Boats, they like saw some of my content and they like sent me a few t-shirts. That's like all it was, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And so I also would love to do collaborations like just with like sick stuff like that. Like collaborations with freaking a boat company or like a wake surfing company or like a surf company, like a Roxy deal would be insane. Or like a longboarding company, literally anything. Or like working with an airlines, that would be so cool. Like something travel-esque, like something breaking out of the fitness space would be so cool to me. Like something in the travel lane or like cool active living, longboarding, wake surfing, wakeboarding, boating. That would be insane. Even paddleboarding, I would love to like do a deal for a paddleboard or something. Georgia, have you heard of Nomander? It is awesome for female solo travelers. That's a good I've never heard of it, but thank you for the recommendation. Lifting goal, is that on your current radar? I don't really have any like certain weights that I'm trying to push. I've been feeling so strong again lately though. Again, I think I've been putting on some weight, which I'm chilling with, and I think it's been like cuz I've been eating more and I think it's been helping my strength. Like I got 12 pull-ups the other day or chin-ups and like I've never done that ever. Um I still actually yeah, I have I done I think I have pushed 3 plates and a quarter on hip thrust recently too. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. Um So if anything, it's just I would love to get more size back in my legs and my butt, honestly, is my current like little goal. Who are your favorite TikTokers? I dude, Elena, I don't know her last name. It starts with an S. Elena something something something. She's on TikTok but also Instagram. She's like dark-haired, gorgeous. I think all her content is just like such a vibe and so well done. I just like can't help but not look at her like every time she posts. I like have to watch. um so I've been loving her. Other TikTokers, I love oh my gosh, wait, Georgia, I love this question. I actually love now I'm forgetting everyone's name. Cecily Bachman, I think is her name. She's like a mom of 4. She's married to a pastor and she just does like raw vlogs. And I personally love it. I don't know why. Like, again, I rarely scroll past her stuff because I just think it's cool. Because, like, I one day would love to have 4 kids. So I think it's cool to watch. Who else? Oh, this one I want to like scroll on my phone to see. Those are literally like only the main ones that are coming to my head. I don't have the best memory. I was really trying to rack my brain. Sorry, Georgia. I only got 2 for you. Um, Not to keep hyping up Portugal, but the pastel de nata, I could eat 50 in one sitting. Pastries are the best part of traveling, especially in Europe, dog. Wait, what is pastel de nata? Is that a certain cake of what? What's nata? Did you find a fiction book to read? Lessons in Chemistry is my current fave, and the series just came out on Apple TV. Ooh, I'm gonna screenshot. I haven't decided, but people have really sent in. I'm so thankful they sent in they commented some recommendations on my recent YouTube video. So I'm definitely gonna pick from there. Someone asked, there was an author in there that they really recommended, and it had a couple replies to it. So I'm probably gonna read something by her. But I love that. I love the thought of reading a book and then being able to watch it, the series, Allie. So that sounds cool. I have to go soon, but I'm so excited to watch the rest. And I wish all of you an amazing night. And I'm looking forward to joining next week. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'll be back next week as well. Does this time work? Sometimes I've been thinking, I'm like, should we do it in the morning? Like earlier? Are you going to move out for the winter? Guys, you can all call me out. You can do it. You can say it. I've been saying I was going to move out for the winter. Like, I think this is my 3rd winter now. No, probably 2nd winter saying that. But the problem is where I am in Utah, I'm either moving states or I'm staying right here in this house. So I'm either like leaving state borders or I'm staying here. And the thing now is like with my boyfriend, it's like I don't really want to go leave and be like long distance at the moment. So I most likely going to be here this winter. I'm not sure if I'm going to go somewhere for like a month in like January, February, but I am probably going to be staying put here for the winter. I have been thinking last life, someone recommended for me to go like live somewhere, in the US for like a month, like I did in Hawaii. And I've really been thinking heavily about Florida. My dad recently visited there like last week, and there was like people surfing where he was. So like maybe I'll go do that, sometime this winter, like after the new year. But I don't have plans to like fully move out. Well, good thing a Belgian waffle is arguably more like a pancake. Oh, really? See, I honestly don't even know anything about what a Belgian waffle really is, with crystallized sugar and waffle shaped than airy American waffles. I needed that clarity. Thank you. The last book I read was Spare. Very interesting. I like autobiography. Whose autobiography was it? Oh. I should have kept reading. Is Spare Prince Harry's book? Yes. All right. Thank you. That's really cool. Bruh, pastel de natas. It's like a custard in a mini pie crust thingy. Interesting. That's not what I was expecting. Interesting. That was giving me like oh my gosh, creme brulee vibes. It's an eggy custard tart. I don't know if I would vibe with that. I'm not sure. Oh, is it as juicy as it's advertised? So good. I may be paranoid, but if the author was Colleen Hoover, please run away from her. Yeah, there's such like polarizing opinions on her, I feel like. Very juicy, read in 3 days, very interesting, and the audio is so much more powerful. There's different Belgian waffles, Belgian waffle and a liege waffle. Yeah, guys, you can't come at me. I have no idea. I don't know anything about a Belgian waffle, if I'm being honest, because I'm not a waffle enthusiast. But that's good to know it's more like a pancake. I would have never known. I forgot I said I was going to paint my nails this live. I got sidetracked. As a Florida resident, it's a good idea, but we have a cold front come through, so it's like 65 degrees, so it's a little chilly right now. I want to do it now. It would be like somewhere between like January and March, if anything. But then again, I am going to Bali in May, so I'm probably going to be out of the country in like April, most likely. So I still need to figure out how long I want to be gone for that as well. All right, people. I may skirt out of here and make some dinner. But I appreciate everyone coming on today on this lovely Wednesday evening or whatever time it is, wherever you're listening or watching. Merch will be out by next Wednesday. The next time we meet on live, merch will be available for purchase. Okay, so stay tuned if you want more like readily available updates. Go on my Instagram if you're not already. I'll also probably post it on my YouTube community page because I also always forget that not everyone's on Instagram, which is totally okay. So I'll probably do that as well to post when the merch is going live. Thank you guys so much. I love all of you guys so much. I loved conversating with you and talking about Europe. I'm sending you guys so much love, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Love you guys. Hasta luego. Bye. Bye, Gabriella. Bye, Sydney.